I have a book tag this week because that's easier than reading a whole book when you're working 11-hour days. Making movies is hard. It's actually not hard, it's actually a lot of fun. But they're long days and I'm tired and I don't want to read a book. So I have actually created my own tag. I hope it's good and I hope people do it because that will make me feel special. And I'm going to call it the Top 3 tag. And it's all about your top threes, your top 3 favorites and least favorite things about books. So yay! Top 3 favorite male characters. 4, obviously. Victor and Castle. Top 3 least favorite male characters. Jacob? I thought he was quite annoying and whiny, and I wanted to hit him a lot. And I'm gonna say Finn from the trilogy. I actually never really liked him from the start that much, even though I think you were really supposed to like him in the first book, and towards the last one, he just was, I hated him. And apparently I can't even make questions that I can answer because I couldn't find a third one, so I just picked Crake from Orcs and Crake because I didn't like anyone in this book. Top 3 favorite female characters. Allie. She rocks. Sydney. Most awesomest 12-year-old ever. Technically 13. Whatever. And I think I'm gonna go with Hermione. And I picked the last book just because, I don't know, she's older and cooler by then. Top 3 least favorite female characters. Ruby. Violet. And Pierce. Top 3 favorite quotes. "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live," says Dumbledore. "You will always be a monster, there is no turning back from it, but what type of monster you become is entirely up to you," said Canon. "I fell in love the way you fall asleep, slowly and then all at once," said Hazel Grace. Top 3 series or just regular book endings that you felt conflicted about. The Hunger Games trilogy. I liked the very, very, very ending, like the last page and the last line, loved. The way the story as a whole ended, I was not a fan of. So, I liked the last line that it finished on. I did not like the way the story wrapped up. So yeah, not sure how I felt about that one. I'm not a fan of epilogues, especially 20 years later epilogues. I liked the ending before the epilogue came, and then I was like, ruined, ruined. You should have just ended it at the regular ending and left it at that. And this is just the first book, so my mind could change if I read the other ones, which I probably will, but I kind of liked that there was a twist, and one of the twists that came I thought was really cool, but then the main twist that came at the very, very end on the last page I felt didn't fit with the rest of the story. So I wasn't sure how I felt about it. But my mind might change when I read the second one. Top 3 favorite covers. So the first one is Incarceron, and I bought this mostly for the cover. I picked it up because of the cover, and I did read the back and the first page and I liked it, but I wasn't a huge fan of the book. I read it all the way through, and for the most part, it was okay, but meh. But I love this cover. I think it's gorgeous. Like, it's shiny, and it's pretty, and I love this key on it, and it's just, look at that. Like, oh, I love this cover, and it makes me sad that the book wasn't that great. The Art of Racing in the Rain, just because this dog is adorable, and he's wearing goggles and a cape. And I picked it up because of this cover. I was like, oh my gosh, look at the dog! And this book was amazing. It was wonderful. I read it in 2 sittings and I gave it 5 stars. And I think The Eternity Cure. I just think it's really pretty. I really like it. And I like the way that how the cover's like a matted type shiny, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, but I really, really like this cover. I think it's really pretty. Top 3 favorite required reading books. So that would be books that you had to read in school. The Outsiders, The Giver, and Lord of the Flies, I'm gonna say. top 3 least favorite required reading books. Frankenstein, The Great Gatsby, and Macbeth. 3 books you can't wait for release. Okay, so Allegiant, obviously, but that's coming really, really soon. So, The Unbound, which is the sequel to The Archived, and I think that's coming out in January, so that's pretty soon. And the 3rd book in the Blood of Eden series, which I don't know what it's called or when it's supposed to be coming out, but it must be soon, or I'm going to die, because the way the Eternity Cure ended, oh my god! Oh my god! I need the 3rd one. Okay, so now it's time for me to tag people. I think it would be appropriate to tag 3 people since it's a top 3 tag, but I'm going to tag a bunch of people just to get it started, so people do it. So please do it. You'll make my life. I tag Amber from Nerdy Book Lover, obviously. Ariel from Ariel Bissett. Jessie from Jessie the Reader. I'm sorry, I don't know your name from Checked Out Show. Kimberly from Kimberly's Book Nook. Gemma from Lifelong Nerd. Luke from Luke Lane Reads, and Monica from Monica, I don't know how to say her last name. I hope you enjoy this tag and have fun with it, and I hope you do it, and then I hope you tag people and that they have fun too. Yay! And also happy Thanksgiving to my fellow Canadians, and if you're not Canadian, happy Sunday!